man get lightning and thunder and brimstone and fire. Lightning and thunder and brimstone and do you wanna praise Jah or Lucifer? Who do you wanna praise Jah or Lucifer? Jah Jah will me tight and don't let go. Don't let go. Don't let the devil take control.
Gonna run away the lovers of war, fighting for pay, money, gold and car. Everybody wanna be this big superstar. Tell them lick down too much man out on the boulevard. Nobody want nobody push them around. Johnny say man take it from a neutral ground. Blood oil, another one get torn down. Only the cemetery a benefit.
All people say no run down bus and no run down woman. Cause when you get left, the whole wide world will be laughing at you. Me now watch no face, just a cut and clear. Yes, me I move on through. To all the people that wish me good, Jah blessing be unto you. Make them go on, them now gonna wait. Make them go on, right here them a stay. Make them go on, them soon overturn.
What we tell them, sir? Them are empty barrel and I make them more nice. Now follow them through, so them not realize. Me accept the king and not go chance for pride. Jah go and cut them down to size. Hey, empty barrel and I make them more nice. Now follow them through, so them not realize. Me accept the king and not go chance for pride. Jah go and cut them down to size.
I know Jah Jah bless me. No wicked heart can test me. No matter how they try. Oh, no Jah manifest me, and my fans are request me. Now I'm gonna make the river run dry. Yeah. As far as the wind blows from the west to the east side, I and I praise it never cease, oh Lord. Emperor Selassie, I never see the judgment of the wicked man feet. I know them must get defeat, oh Lord. So get the youth, be wise. You don't bring up your eyes.
Select the answer. Tell you now. And lift me hurt. Cause I eat up preserve me there. Why? Hey. Me not go hide and lift me hurt. Sergeant Brown, we now disturb. No, we still lick it in the dance, lick it at the stage show, lick it everywhere we go. Yeah, lick it in the club.
Alright. So as you get ready for the sit down, the start, just juggle a couple.
Cause I hit up preserve me there.
Until everybody come in.
Yeah, man, make the youth them know their righteousness, no? Through all of them have a practice, no slackness. Yo.
Easy Fuzzy, we see you.
Well, the Rasta never stoop low.
Welcome backstage, bro.
Yeah, man, make the youth them know their righteousness, no? Through all of them have a practice.
You know it's Black Diamond Sound Movement.
Yo. the Rasta never do blow no time. They bring it up, live it, crazy them, but for you just a divine never. Bow down no day, bow down to what and to who, no way. Never bow no time. Bring it up, live it, crazy them, but for you just a divine time. Never bow no day, bow down to what and to who, no way. Well, we have to move up with Rasta man, liberty, Selassie, I order and me true divinity. Zion and me home, royal vicinity, me born down Rome. Took them stupidity, them no speak of righteousness and equality. Warrior them rise with responsibility. They say you no love and you no love humanity. Them only love material, run down vanity.
I see hatred and jealousy, bad mind and hypocrisy. There's no love, no love, no love at all. Father, I see greed and dishonesty, war and fatality. There's no love, no love, no love at all. No.
Things I used to do, yet I do them no more. Place I used to go, yet I know them no more. Words I used to say, yet I say them no more.
Cause I'm born again.
Me tell them, no with God in me heart and with the Bible in me hand. Me nah no time to fear Satan. No me a go burn down the walls of Babylon. And help me sing this song. Me sing temptation and frustration and about me again. The God him and me father and me sure him and me friend. Me burn down Satan and him friend them down a hell. Them ain't no be no problem. Hear me sing. Things I used to do, yet I do them no more. Place I used to go, yet I go them no more. Words I used to say, yet I say them no more. I'm not again to it. How me look me see the frustration, the temptation, the desperation. Me say nation against nation and the deeper corruption. And me turn and me say, Lord is my light and my salvation. So me nah fear no man. And me turn and me say I am the way, the truth and the life. No man come to the Father but by me. And I man say seek ye first the kingdom of heaven, all things shall be unto you. Me tell them say boy, me get up every day and them me looking at the world. See men, me see woman, me see boy and girl. When me check back and realize and understand, the whole world a go down in fear corruption. Why them get up every day and worship Satan? Some of them are let themselves down in the fornication. You notice that them going down to destruction. Move, listen to Dan Gorgon. Yes, you're wrong. Things I used to do, yes, I'll do them no more. Place I used to go, yes, I know them no more. Words I used to say, yes, I say them no more. Cause you know why me tell them already say I'm on the water, spirit and the blood. Let me tell them say, me get up every day and then me look and then me can't understand what really you want on this your island. Nation get up every day and fight nation, but them a program wrong. Sing me song, devil does a move and him a move well strong. Needing soul, big go a hell you no man. But be brave to stand up with the Almighty One. As you go born with Satan, me tell them me say me no want the inna the fire they so long. That's why ninja turn up to the Almighty One. Some of them a wonder why my intention. But listen me sing this song. Me tell them say the boy when him Satan a buck on well long. Remember say the boy them is a tempting man. Him will lead you to your life down to destruction. Satan will draw you far to in destination.
It goes, sir. And I'm on up the voice of the future. I have to let them know what is the future. Repatriation is the future. Tell it to them youth, yeah. Africa to Africa because me can't hurry ya. Have to fight this I'm a Gideon cause I'm a warrior. Who know dirty Babylon, I no sorry for. It is the future. Tell it to them youth, yeah. Africa to Africa because me can't hurry ya. Have to fight this I'm a Gideon cause I'm a warrior. Who know dirty Babylon, I no sorry for. Your children who no can conquer. Give me the star, give me the star. Me let them know it goes, sir. And I'm on the voice of them youth, yeah. I have to let them know what is the future. Repatriation is the future. Tell it to them youth, yeah. Africa to Africa because me can't hurry ya. Have to fight this I'm a Gideon cause I'm a warrior. Who know dirty Babylon, I know.
So let's say good day to each and every one.
To them youth, yeah.
As we get ready for the sit down.
Can't hurry ya. Have to fight this I'm a Gideon cause I'm a warrior.
Today we got Fuzzy out of the Mastermind. We got Luan Fu. And we got Bobby Killer out of Taurus Movement. So stay tuned, stay locked on as we get ready to take you studio side.
Oh Lord, my God, I live to see when motherless children no cry, you cry, you cry, you cry.
Don't cry.
Motherless children will die. Stop it.
There is a land far, far away. Who don't know will never know. There's no night, there's only day. So crystal clear for eyes to see. Look into the book of life and you will see. Hey mama, that there's a land far, far away. I've got to be there. That there's a land far, far away.
So I think
Juggling some tunes, some reggae-matic vibe. Getting ready for the sit down. You know this one is gonna be interesting, one, you know.
it is over.
Yeah.
I am
Some topics I got talk and some talk I got talk.
cheddar done trade in a Babylon.
So sit down, fasten your seatbelts and get ready
Cheddar
for the sit down.
About church, it's internet love. I love and devotion. Woman, give me a fraction of the action. Me sing again, love. I love and devotion. Woman, if you're ready, just hold up your hand and sing love. I love and devotion. Woman, give me a fraction of the action. Me sing again, love. I love and devotion. Oh mama, hear my song. Watch this.
Mom's got a kinky daughter, she no know. Mom's got a freaky daughter, she no know. Mom's got a kinky daughter, she no know. Mom's got a freaky daughter.
Brother say bad man. No for them want to be bad man. No for them trying to be bad man.
So, we just waiting on low and full, right, Keston?
A bad man.
Yeah.
Nice. So we are juggle a few more until they come in.
Bitch say him a bad man. Me have to wonder if the boy a mad man. A mad man, well.
Who no. But pass the boy. I will never stop from cultivate up just style. There guns are communicating with the farmers, man. It's on a rainy night, me know the fire off the lighter. Food off the cook, why squalor the goat me triper. Rainy night, me know the fire off the light.
Touch me and get this. Rudy don't fear, no boy, Rudy don't fear. Old gangster don't care, no boy, gangster don't care. Get this. I say Rudy don't fear, no boy, Rudy don't fear. Old gangster don't care, no boy, gangster don't care. Get this. Let me tell them.
Well, the Bible say, before one sell I see a earth shall fall. Zion and earth shall boom up like ball. Tell me where the hell they wanna dance on. Build more bridge and brought down all wall. Before one sell I see a earth shall fall. Zion and earth shall boom up like ball. Tell me where the hell they wanna dance on.
A revolution sitting on a time bomb. Well, it is ticking fast and there is only one solution. The needs of the people, let me tell politician. The only way to prevent an explosion. An explosion. A revolution is sitting on a time bomb. Well, it is ticking fast and there is only one solution. The needs of the people, let me tell politician. The only way to prevent this.
Yo, yes, Bubba never teach you the vibes. Yo, yes, me never try save your life. Yo, yes, reggae never teach you the vibes. Yo, yes, the Ras never try save. Right now, right now, I couldn't fire them, I worry about. Right now, from your clean it now, go on your out. Right now, like now, that one that name. Right now, when I know where them, I worry about. Right now, I couldn't fire them, I worry about. Right now, cause if you're dirty, still a purge you out. Right now, like now, go.
Son, life ain't no fun. All up on the run. Unna.
All the mates around the marathon and gonna run it. Give them the chance to burn down the place and gonna run it. All them be in a competition when them move them your feet. Gonna make you come to whip and our DJ get sick. We say run the place, why them gonna run it? Give them the chance to burn down the place and gonna run it. All them be in a competition when them move them your feet. Gonna make you come to whip and our DJ get sick. Me say no man, just cigarette smoke irritate me eyes. And you know how me both feel when they get wise. Cocaine, heroin, morphine, drugs. Cause now is the planting from the Father up above. So don't make your cigarette smoke irritate me eyes. Cause you know how me both feel when they get wise. Cocaine, heroin, morphine, drugs. As now. Yeah, my man.
But for the money, them a run down. Why them really go about down? Judgment and them now look to the east. Tell me for the money, them a run down. Why them really go about down? Judgment and I know them not see it. And me a lot of judgment. And them not know where judgment appear from. Boy must take rusty body fear and but I'm like Job and I'm like Aaron. Man and a father Albert and a father Abraham. Words in my mouth and the body in my right. And come to separate the good from the pagan. Yes, me have to want the United Nation. One all Peroton, the one named Clinton. Yes, them go out to the Pope and the Satan. But I think program and I'm in the variation. And God deep it's a classic cultivation. Not stop fascination.
In a tabernacle, pan a Sabbath and a whole of meditation. I like me a preserve and I observe what I want in a nation. We see corruption moving up to a heights. And we say righteousness I get a fight. But still I a chill cause we no say a creation. Get this a clear indication. If the relevant authority did want you feel them would have put more effort from school. But it's to their advantage if the majority of the people still behave like fool. All the recruits in the army of truth been intimidated by who said them rule. So the everlasting fury going to rise like the sun.
Divide and rule, they put us to fight. While the children need to get a war starving. I've no love for mankind. Material gain and their eyes go blind. While the children need to get a war crying.
Yo, them a do good on this material and hope. And them now yeah against and I say I know. Them a do good on this vanity and hope. They be trying to stop on them herb. Cause I now come on them though. Them never answer. Violence where they would like them a sponsor. A little Bubba man buzzing my gangster. Everybody extra man down from ya. Losing fire on now. Them one wine fry. Warrior CIA and FBI. But him no say. So you can't tame.
Oh God.
I'll me a teach everything when me the same. Me bumbo. Fire on now. Them one wine fry. Warrior CIA and FBI. Must fight. Fire. Come now, them bone going fry. I try black them see more time. See my fire come now, them bone going fry. Who are world be CIA and FBI. Fire come now, them bone going fry. I try black them see more time. Watch them a beep over Rasta man tents. A beep, but try black up with trench. We a keep, we sabat and them tents. Can't burn plates, bones. Watch me a chat. With fellas say I'm mad, them say me mad. Two of me them can't talk one bad. Me mean bun them man glad. Can't catch me as a damn my bomb.
All right, fellas, all have to unmute all your mics.
Everything on there now. Bobby? Everyone can see and hear you.
Somebody beating it.
Oh. You going? Santa.
What another?
Somebody missing now.
Slacker man, obviously.
Right. Fu.
Yo. It's not in my chat.
Fuzzy.
Boy.
Fuzzy.
Yeah, you hear me?
You hear me good?
Yeah.
You hear me good?
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody hearing you.
Right. Fu. You hear me good?
Yo, yeah, you know all that. I thought it was 7 o'clock now, boy. Sorry.
Right. It's just Fu.
Yo.
Next one.
Right, Diamond. 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 Hold on earlier.
Yo, Gaston, are you hearing everybody so far?
Yeah.
Everybody know we're gonna start now. Send out the link. Send out the link. Yeah. Alright. With this, you see the internet is very important. If everybody here and everybody clear, Fuzzy talk.
Yo.
Check.
Yeah.
I think you sticking though.
Alright.
Mm-hmm.
Fu, yeah, we good, right?
Correct.
I second.
I know.
Yeah, am I good now?
Yeah, any good.
Alright.
Alright, let me start. Ole, yeah, I'm good, right? And see me good.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
Alright. Alright, so good evening, Trinidad and Tobago. Today we are having the second edition of the sit down. We have Luan Fu and Bobby will be joining us. Bobby from Taurus Movement. A situation where he was called out to work, so he should be finished anytime soon, and he'll be joining us shortly. So as we go along, anybody free to pose questions, but I'll start it off with this one. With the emergence of COVID-19, the online clashes are working. What are your views on it? Could start with Fu.
Fu?
What is your views and perspective on it?
Alright. I don't have a problem with the online clashes. I think they bring that element of entertainment due to the fact of the current situation the world is facing here. Yeah, I like the vibe. I'm more for if it's just for the clashing part of it. Not too keen on the juggling because I could download anybody mixtape or anything. So the juggling aspect, right? But yeah, if I see more clashes, that'll be cool.
Fuzzy, what's your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, I have no problem with the online clashes. It's just to fill a void because you can't go out and see a real clash. So if it's for entertainment purposes, well, yeah, that's fine. I mean, but it's still not a real scenario of a clash. We have a live crowd and they can feed off energy and them kind of things. But it's all to fill a void because COVID not here to stay anyhow. So there's just a gaining experience for songs who taking part in.
Lou, what is your views?
I agree with what I more or less agree with what Fuzzy said. I mean, I neither here nor there with it. It's really something to pass time, but I don't like it. I personally find that you need that crowd element. The crowd is the judge, and online is so many simple technicalities that could throw off a vibe or give off a false vibe as to what's really happening with the clash per se. But as he says, to really is the pastime and for men to still be sharp at their craft, because if they didn't have it, they wouldn't have anything to clash or anything.
I think people take the online clash a little too serious. Because I mean, any day, I personally wouldn't do an online clash because you could be hot and sweaty playing your tunes, and when you look at the comments, it's boo, thumbs down, and you pour in your heart out, and you're not getting the energy from a crowd, so you don't know how you playing at home and how it is you perceive from a crowd now. So that's why I say, I mean, I personally would not take an online clash because it's totally different, a different scenario of a real clash. So, but I mean, I don't put on any songs who doing it now, but I mean, that's just my personal take on it.
Next question, are you all young DJs buying into this song clash thing? Are you all seeing young DJs coming on board? Are you all seeing the emergence of a lot of young talents coming in? Lou, waiting.
Yeah, to have them out there, yeah. They need a little more practice and they need a little more outdoor experience. But yeah, you're seeing plenty. There are the young songs who want to carry it on. It's just a different time. It's a little bit harder now. I mean, it's supposed to be easier to get yourself out there with the use of social media and whatnot. But it's also harder to get people to like it because anybody could just upload as who say, download a mix or upload a mix, and you can't tell now. But yeah, they have young songs out there. Freezer.
Guess that?
These are the online challenges. So after this happening with Keston, I don't want to listen to your next round.
Yeah.
Correct. Yeah.
So these are part of the challenges with the online. So yeah, just passing time and
And
entertainment.
as I say, you could be hot and sweaty, busting your tune, and you freeze.
Yeah.
You understand? And I mean, that's the reality. That's
Yeah.
that's just the reality.
No? In the earlier times when the lockdown began, there was the hype fit. And to be honest with you, I am no longer up to date or focused with all the online clashes that happened last year. It's like that happened last year and that was for last year. So now it's like there's a reset even on the online scene. All the major clashes, I don't think they have started back or anything. Or if they
No, I don't
done,
think so.
if they did, well, I can't say what far.
Right? Well, my take about the online clash is at the end of the day, right? I mean, songs coming and playing for free, clashing for free, right? The online, no problem. But as COVID, because COVID will finish. But as COVID finish, and you tell them, hey, come do a clash, you know they go and bust the price, a high price, and at the end of the day, they're not helping the industry because one, you have promoter have to eat, the song have to eat, the venue have to eat. So, I mean, how you balancing, you're coming to play free online, but when COVID finish and you come into a clash, the price they're gonna charge is humongous. Easy, Bobby.
Big up, Bobby.
Afternoon. Everybody hear me? Sorry for the sorry.
Expensive clothing, boy.
All right. So as you talk about the pricing of DJs, do you all think DJs are being reasonable as promoters? You all think DJs are being reasonable when you all confront them doing shows and stuff?
What are you referring to? Pre-COVID or during the COVID?
Like you have an event in general. Pre-COVID, like when you all doing events and you all come to DJs to do an event. Do you all think like when they You hear me right?
Yeah. For you answer it?
I got lost just now there. I was hearing him and stuff.
And I think you're saying pre-COVID, what you think about songs with their price? Oh, I think that's the content of the question.
That will always be a debate in Trinidad. At the end of the day, every man to the order, you decide your price that you feel comfortable with you. It all comes down to the promoter who would say, yeah, I'm comfortable with that on. And that's how it ends up. I don't fight a man for his price. However, if the finances are coming out of my pocket, I had to balance my pocket. So if you're too expensive for me, I just move along. So that would never be a concern for me per se. If I want a specific song and I gotta go through different management and whatever, understandable. But at the end of the day, I could only pay you what I can afford. So I don't make that DJ pricing an issue to me.
I could just interject. Is it my internet tripping up? Trying to pick it up or is it clear?
The volume low.
Second?
You're too low. Song too low.
Low.
Yeah.
Let's pick up this one out.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with you in terms of you just work with who working with you, basically. Because you can't discredit a man with if you want to charge that price, but you can, afford that budget. Just work with these songs that are working with you.
Correct.
Right, I feel it's the earpiece. Are good now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was the earpiece. All right, cool. It's not the internet.
Yeah, Bobby, come in.
Sorry for reaching it. Pleasant good evening to everybody on the panel.
So,
thanks for the sponsor, guys. I'd be bare back without you guys. So I was listening to while I was organizing. The first question I could answer, or you all just want to move forward?
Now you
answer, man.
The question was, I don't want to stray. The exact question was what again?
I think the online clashes.
Oh, okay. I personally don't like it again, but because of the times of the world, it definitely, in my opinion, the gain of online clashes or juggling or anniversaries or anything of the sort is the world got to see a lot of song systems they haven't seen before, and kudos to all those who took advantage of that situation. So now the world definitely knows, well, there's 20 more songs in Trinidad, there's 5 in Tobago that we never heard about, Europe, etc., etc. I have no qualms in it. To me, it's like free practice, and I don't mind taking advantage of that, because obviously people would see who good teams are. You could actually go back and watch what you need to work on, what the world responds to, because you never probably taken part in outside clashes, etc. So I don't like it, but to me, in everything in life, there's pros and cons, and it had a good few pros in it. I guess we could continue there.
Anybody have anything else to add on that, or that's it there?
No, good.
All right. Do you all think the clash industry, for it to improve, you all think we need to phase out the obscenities like the suck your mother and all that and stuff?
No, definitely not. Definitely not. I think that's probably part of the essence of the
The reason why I asked that question, right? Remember, we have so much challenges with getting sponsorship now.
Right.
So I don't know if it's right to say that we need to clean up certain things so sponsors will get on board and stuff. I don't know what is your views.
No, I stand by that.
Does he go first now?
Oh, well, I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, it was always there in the art form. I mean, if I can't tell somebody not to see it, but in terms of sponsorship, I mean, to me personally, I don't think sponsorship is an issue, because if you want to throw event sponsorship or no sponsorship, you will throw it, right? And people, I think, see sponsorship as money, right? I mean, that's my perception of it. So if you don't give me money, you're not a sponsor. I mean, there are other ways you could sponsor, but to me, I mean, there are other sponsorship who will give us, other things for throwing events for clashes, So that's just my take in terms of the profanity, if you know what I'm talking about.
Lou, you have anything to add?
Profanities are part of it. People will sponsor you whether they want to or not. Sponsorship is a whole next brand of politics, I guess. Because you could draft up the nicest proposal, you can make it sound real fancy, and they'll still tell you no. So it's up to that's
all who you know in that sponsorship game.
All you know, and then we ask for too. Yeah, right. But customer is staying it because it's up to the mic man. You can look at David from Saigon, David Oakers. and David has won many clashes. So, and then some people need to curse. So it's up to the sound at the end of the day. But that's me personally. It is that adds the vintage. Suck your mother's classic dog. Or you go take that away from Clash. If you take away that from Clash, then it's not really a Clash again. Somebody have to say it at some point in the night. Have to. It's a must. So, but yeah, that's my view.
And I think suck your mother is more subtle than telling someone.
Who do you think? Who?
Paul. And it's part of the concept, man. I don't know. It's good. Try to keep it as authentic as possible.
Everybody different, you know. Some people curse, some people don't curse. So it's up to the person, individual who doing it.
Because if it's eliminated from the mic, man, you might as well edit the dubs.
Yeah. I hear. Sorry.
Bobby, what's your views?
Time and place. It depends. If a sponsor giving you something real good, and that is a part of the rule, then abide by it. It would show the skill of the MC, the entertainer on the night. It might bring out something you never saw in somebody, but it's something that we have learned to grow with. It's part of the culture, so why take it away? Unless, if I get a sponsor that's sponsoring a whole event and they don't want that, I will tell them no. I take I take it as a challenge. If I was presented with that, I take it as a challenge, and I would want to conquer that challenge. So, but I agree with everybody else. Don't take away the authenticity of it. I agree.
All right. I want to talk about something here. I've seen the emergence of a lot of soca clashes. Do you all think it's good for the industry or not?
A lot.
If you want to clash,
After it's a clash.
Sorry?
What do you all think? You all think it's a good thing? You all think it's a bad thing? Getting soca music involved? A soca wrong and a big clash? What do you all think?
I don't have a problem with clash. Many people cut the soca plates and all of that. It will take a while for me to enjoy a full soca clash, if that's what you want to say. Calypso soca clash. But let's be real, the only time I listen to soca in an entire party is when I'm in carnival time. Outside of that, I welcome it in the class. There are times we did biggest local forward, which includes soca, local dance, all of that. So anything local, I'll put it there. I wouldn't specifically put soca only, but for me, it would be more enjoyable to have a local clash in terms of local artists, then, as opposed to just a soca clash only. But that's just my enjoyment.
And during Carnival is the right time to throw.
True.
Correct. I mean, soca clash, I personally can't take clips because I don't have much soca plates, right? Because at the end of the day, my problem is artists, for me, charge a lot, right? While foreigners getting cheap prices. I can't afford soca plates, right? Two is that in Trinidad, when they had soca rounds, it was literally a smoke break, right? So, like any other clash, it all depends on the cast. The cast have to be doing their work and entertaining, because they have clashes without soca and be boring clashes, right? So, certain songs may bring a certain level of, creativity and stuff like that. So, it's good. Any clash to me makes sense, but all depends on the cast and, how you're gonna, tweak each round to make it entertaining and not boring. That's my only 2 cents.
Bobby, have anything to add?
What you say, Bobby? I didn't hear. Bobby?
Yeah.
Hey, you only take it on.
Yeah, Bobby.
Yeah. Well, I mean, me personally, I've been in soca clashes. I've been in a full soca clash already. The one in Queen's Park, Savannah. That one was definitely different because of the fact that it had a sponsor, the new cognac. So the rules was real strict. And for the people who stuck by the rules and didn't have a problem with it, kudos, because a lot of people broke the rules, whereas we could have done the same thing and went forth and won, you know. But again, I have a problem with soca because we made it entertaining for who could remember. I had a midget, I had a Tida. So it depends. It all depends on the person you booked for the event, you know. 2013, we had a soca round. Me, when it was 1v1 against Young Guns, it was not smoke break. It was very entertaining. Again, for the promoters who have the idea and the vision for a soca clash, they definitely need to know who they hire. It's not only about who have all the dub plates, it's preparing for the event in front of you, you know, and who you hire, basically.
Yeah, how to be the cast.
We know the challenges we face with soca artists and dub plate because they're not really on that dub plate culture, right? A lot of them. Remember, Carnival used to be a seasonal thing. It's not a seasonal thing anymore. Every month of the year, there's a carnival worldwide. So you have a hit song, or you have hits, you have a band, you're making some noise, you are booked for the entire year. So real little songmen come in, running it on for a dub plate is like, nah, it's all right, thanks. You know, I could do without that dub plate money. Again, it's not the majority. It's a minority, but still sometimes the minority is the people you want, and you want to be creative with to show your passion out there. Now. Remember, it's like art. Everybody has a different vision of art. So me taking your original work and making it into something like a remix, you know, it shows they just don't understand the dubplate culture. So that's the only challenge I see with a dubplate clash. Soca dubplate clash.
Hello.
Yo. Who's on soca?
Yeah.
Yeah, once they creative enough and definitely can have no smoke break according to them. But it will have smoke breaks because there's only so much soca you could really take. I don't know, if you have the patience and the yeah, it could be done, but
I actually had something in the works about 2 months ago, but because everybody was kind of picking up steam with the online shows, soca artists, and doing their events, I packed down, right? I still believe I want to try it, and hopefully it could take off, and if it does, that will be a totally different vision and twist to what we've been seeing for the few soca clashes that take place. So, thumbs crossed, fingers crossed.
Okay, next question. Are you all seeing like in previous years, are you all seeing the song clash industry? Are you all seeing more and more people buying into Trinidad and Tobago? Or you all believe it's stagnant? Or you all believe it's growing? Fu?
I would say it was growing up until March last year. In terms of the crowd support and awareness, there are a lot of people who are doing clashes that we know of. Some of them we know personally, some is just acquaintance. However, there were a lot more up to, as I said, last year, and then they shift to the online. So therefore, I would safely say that Trinidad an impact in the clash industry, local and regional, and to an extent internationally. However, it's like we reached that driving point to take us to the next level, and then here came COVID. And then with anything else in life, you had to adapt. And in doing that, there came the online. But the real question is, what do we do after all the regulation, everything is open back up? We're going back to the norm, which we consider the old norm. What are we going to do next? So it come like, are we going to reset again? Or are we going to continue with this online halfway in, halfway out? I hope I answer your question there. I would say yes, we are reached a point, and then it's just, I don't know. Where do we go from here?
Fuzzy, what you think?
Yeah, I mean, just a piggyback of Fu. I mean, when we threw Warzone for a couple years, we actually saw people who never really saw a clash. And a good 5 10 people who actually came to clashes. And what we do is we really kind of strategize our marketing to people who don't know about clashes. Because obviously people who know clashes will come to a clash because they just love the art form, right? So I mean, yeah, and then boom came COVID, and we just were at a standstill. But again, my problem after COVID is what happens after to these songs who doing everything free online.
Bobby, what you think?
We definitely saw a peak in interest. We saw a peak in numbers. Not on a grand scheme, but we eat little, you live long. We was getting there. We actually been seeing the efforts of promoters and people that that love the culture, love the sport, putting in the work, and you've been seeing it. I mean, as somebody who do events also, you would get some random messages, that you didn't expect. They want tickets, or they heard a friend talk about it, and they're entertaining. So again, the thing is too is some songs need to know. They need to entertain first and foremost. This is a craft. This is something you love. Try to entertain. Try to be as creative as possible. Don't just come and just feel it's supposed to be so and it's set in stone. And you would hear people when they come is like, nah, boy, that's real shit, boy. Me going back them thing. I thought all they say this thing is be entertaining. This thing is be good. So, but to answer your question, yes, I saw a peak in numbers, but not on a grand scheme. But yeah, COVID definitely put a damper on everything.
Well, Bobby, just to add to your point too, right? It come like Soca Clash, your cast is always important. Okay, man, you selling a product to a crowd, and at the end of the day, if the crowd not feeling that product, you're not gonna get people to come back. So that's why your cast has to be very entertaining, or show some level of creativity, because by doing that, people asking for more, and it will come out to other clashes. So any other clash, Soca Clash, any other clash, your cast have to be entertaining.
And with that being said, that's where some people will always say, well, why is always
certain songs coming out
and the team?
Correct.
Again, at the end of the day, the promoters and the sound system have to know the value and they would too, because some people need to keep it real. At the end of the day, you need to keep it real. If you're not going to, it's a business, right? Yes, we might do 1 or 2 for the fun of it, but at the end of the day, you can't do 10 clash for the fun of it, because then you wouldn't see any more. Because how much money you're going to invest in this for the fun of it. So if a promoter is not seeing no kind of returns, then all right, who are going to turn to? The next best option. You understand what I'm saying? And where they will see the returns. So just to add to your point then.
Okay. Luke, what is your twist on it?
Yeah, COVID sucks. COVID sucks. Online clashes kind of. There's only so much now, right? And then as we see the problems with all the lagging and whatnot, but before there was definitely a peak with promoters even too, because we saw different promoters and all starting to throw clashes. It wasn't only us. It was everybody throwing clashes to the point where we had to make a clash calendar. We had to ask who throwing clash in November, who throwing clash here, so we wouldn't clash with dates. So all that kind of changed now. But we'll see how it open back up, and we'll see if we could have a clash with 50 to 100 people.
Also, you remember, like for World Clash, for instance, right? Online. They had a package for online for those who around the world can't make it. You know, that was like something new, I guess, because it never happened before.
Yeah.
You know, and that was pre-COVID. So it didn't have nothing to do with COVID. And people was spending their money. I think I spent my money. People was making their
I think 5 years, I think, 10 years or 5 years.
So it was kind of an insight, I guess, to what we had to look forward to. And this is how the promoters is going to make money. But we hope things get back to at least 80 to 90% normal, so we could do an event, because I think the first clash out of COVID locally is going to be a big one once it's put together properly, and we need to take advantage of that seriously. It can't be no joke. It definitely can't be no joke. If everybody could work together as one to do that, I wouldn't put my head on a block for that, but the first clash out of COVID is definitely something to look forward to.
I think everybody here right now who have in this discussion are promoters. Do you all think it's difficult dealing with the DJs when you all confront them? Like to do a show or stuff?
Difficult in what way?
I feel it should
You know, like you have in Warzone, you come to a certain DJ, right? You know, some of them might hear the cast, they hear a certain DJ, they pull out. You know, how do you all find like the songs in Trinidad and Tobago, the mature, the coward, the immature, the only taking clashes based upon who is the cast? I want to hear the views on that, because I could talk from personal experience. I went to certain songs, and when I mentioned like this DJ on the cast, they say nah. Good. I want to hear the personal experience as promoters dealing with songs in Trinidad and the experiences you had. Luke, let me hear you.
Them is fucking drama queen. Right? But there's always some issue, dog. There's always some issue. If they have a problem with that next song, they want to know how much that song being paid. They want to know, they have questions with the contract. They have like that, you sign any contract for anybody else. But
There's a stuff fucking divas in Trinidad, boy. That's what's going on.
Correct.
It have few songs that we could go to, and they say, yeah, without a doubt, they asking who on the cast.
I'm not care about that. That's something like that.
Fuzzy, you all had those challenges with Warzone as well?
Well, I'll talk on both sides. Me as a song, I take in any clash, right? Besides online clashes, I will take any clash, right? I've never run from a clash. And if it's clashing with a day, then I obviously can't do 2 clashes in one night, right? But in terms of when I throw an event, I mean, they have people who sign contract, want to pull out because of a certain wrong, right? You understand? Yeah, Justice. I mean, I'm not afraid to call her name. It was Justice. He wanted to pull out, and we had
Oh
to,
God.
no, I mean, at the end of the day, we's big men, you know. So I mean, we had to, there's a contract you sign. If you don't honor your contract, well, it has certain legal actions they could take.
So
I mean,
justice,
but
injustice then.
yeah,
He's a
somebody
still.
even apart from Warzone, it have songs who
I see
think
Bobby smiling.
Bobby Costa,
Is
Bobby
an
Costa.
injustice. Is an injustice.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, it have songs who think they high up in the air. They never won a trophy or they never even do a
Yeah.
real clash and still charging you so much of money, you know. But I mean, at the end of the day, to each his own, and I will say work with who working with you.
And it can't
That
bring
is all.
10 people.
And yeah, can't even bring 5 people, not even 10. 10 is too much.
Yeah, understand?
On that point, well, I
Come
never
on.
really. I do a lot of events, but I never really hosted a clash besides Fully Loaded. Let me Fully Loaded. Oh gosh, the one in Fusion. Reloaded. Sorry, Reloaded.
Reloaded.
So, Bobby, you know, speak clash up.
No, when
I know say he host the one with Zodiac and
being
me. You host
the
that one too.
promoter. No, when I say we were speaking of promoters, that was the question as a promoter.
Uh-huh.
So when I say host, I meant hosting a dance. As I is our dance. So I think I don't from recollection, I think that's the only clash I ever did. I never had any issues putting together the time. The issue I had on the night was no shows.
You know there, man?
Up now. Yeah, was no shows. But besides that, most of these things I have done was always for the culture and putting men on stages. We're doing this, whether it's on radio, whether it's for something else, whether it's for anniversary, yo, I want to come through, or I want to never do this before, fall in and do an thing. So I never personally had any issues with anybody because it was always on that scheme where it's not really a putting together a dance for war, because I mean, for me to get Carter to come out on war, he didn't have no issue with it on the night now. Again, like I said, the problem was no shows, but everybody agreed to it. So it wasn't like I was begging anybody or I had to go through anything. So I think maybe I would try to do one and see if I would endure the pressures you guys endured. Or maybe my goodness could rub off on them and change the whole total view on it.
I run down Akini.
Well, he was hard because we couldn't catch him on the night.
Yeah,
he was hard to run him down. But again, I don't think I ever had any issues. Any of you all promoters, have you had any issues with our team?
All the time.
Most times, yeah.
All the time.
Team?
Yeah.
All the time. All the time. Yeah, all the time.
Yeah.
All right. I thought I was the easiest person to work with. Oh, what I was going to say. The only 2 clashes I think I didn't decline, but was one with Mastermind in it and one was Zodiac in it. I said I wouldn't take part in it because to me it wasn't a fair clash. It wasn't a fair clash at that point in time. I think and that's how I am. People say I choose all the young songs too. But if you really do your homework and check the songs that have clash, none of them was really young per se. And then if you want to be technical, most of the times I am the youngest person in the dance. But besides that, I never really had any issue. I'm just a likable guy. I don't know.
Right, Fuzzy, I have a direct question for you. What are the plans for Warzone? What are the plans?
Well, I mean, because of COVID,
we see Warzone.
Say that again.
Will we be seeing another Warzone anytime soon?
Yeah, I mean,
could you give us
a sneak peek? Well, no, we didn't plan anything in recent times. I mean, the last Warzone we had was about 2 years ago, and I think we were trying to have a juggling event, and then COVID came. But yeah, I mean, Warzone is not done. You know, we will always the event after Carnival. We was the first clash after Carnival, and we always try to, you know, make it our way. But you know, once COVID is, you know, gone, and hopefully no kind of rolling back the scenarios of Trinidad, you know, hopefully we could start back and, you know, move forward with that.
Luke, you all have anything in the pipeline coming up soon? Or is it just, or you all just waiting out till COVID completes, or you all have something in the pipeline coming up you'd like to share to everybody online?
We always have ideas and things in the pipeline. As I say, with this, how you could say DJs is a drama queen, because we started our list of what we would like to do and what we would like to do with it, and then we started X off
Who's the divas, man?
and see what we could build with what we end up starting now. But yeah, one of our other technical directors was talking about something there. We might have a song soon and plan something, but yeah, when it is, we'll keep you posted.
All right. Bobby, you have anything in the pipeline coming up?
Yeah, well, like I said, I want to do something. Well, like I said, it was in the pipeline a while. A few people agreed to it, but again, the timeline of what they was doing in the interim during the Carnival season, because it's soca based, right? It's not a clash. It's more about just entertaining and hopefully letting the soca people and the soca artists see well. There's a flip side to what you guys don't know about. You know, there's sound system. There's a sound system culture, and there's a way to kind of work some psychology on them to actually be involved in something, to see and to get the feeling, to get the vibes, you know, because sometimes when you go to a soca artist and you write your lyrics just using a parallel, and they say, nah boy, I'm not singing nah boy. But you know, when the rhythm drop and the vibes start to hit them, it's like, yes boy, and you end up getting the song. It's like that are trying to bring to them. So it's not a clash, but that's the only between are trying to plan right now. Nothing else planned. As well, the guys could say, I take a little seat. I like to take my little seat and rock back and see what's taking place, you know. Then when nothing taking place, I just fall back, because most times nothing is taking place.
But Bobby, just ask a quick question, right? You're saying how you're dealing with the soca artists, right? Is it that because to me, the soca artists, well, not the younger ones, but the older generation ones, right? To me, they were around during when Clash was kind of hypish in Trinidad. So to me, I think they kind of understand what the sound system culture is about. I don't know if you're referring to the younger ones, but the ones that we grew up on.
I think it's all of them, you know. I think it's all of them. Yes. From A to Z, I think it's all of them. I haven't worked with everybody, so don't quote me, but I think it's the majority. Whether you're old, whether you're young. For example, no longer telling Nigel from Mastermind organize a session with his artist. This was 2 years ago. I'm still waiting.
Sticking.
Okay, see what I mean? So, you know. And the thing is, because of there's another pro to what we said earlier. The online clashes has shown people so much about Trinidad and Tobago that they are now reaching out to us. Yo, I want to get this. Yo, I want to get this. And then they only understand it, well, like the saying goes, who feels it knows it. We reach out to these artists and say, well, hey, it's not for me, it's for outsider. But you know what you will go and do? You will go and do it for the outsider and leave the local person out. And that is the problem I have with it.
All right. What do you all think we could do to further improve the Sound Clash industry in Trinidad and Tobago? What you all think could be done? Bobby, I want to start with you. You know why? You work on radio. You think your radio station? What we on? All right. Okay. Well, I'm gonna continue. Bobby disappear, yes? All right. So my question is this: what could be done further to help? Right, Bobby coming back.
Yeah, so
Yeah, Bobby. Right. Let me start over. What I'm saying is, what could be done to further push the sound clash thing in Trinidad and Tobago? You being a radio personality, do you think your radio station is doing enough to promote and get this culture out there? What are your views?
When you say promote, it could be deemed in two forms. I think our station is definitely one of the premier in pushing clash. When I say pushing it, people ask for it by us a lot because of what we started with the 999, you know, because I got referred to for the station because of being a part of 999, which was a clash based package show for Red 96. So we was already Taurus before radio. We made a name already before radio, and all we needed was just the listening ear, and Red 96 was the projector of that for 999. And I mean, for the last 2 days, I think it was last night with me, night before, or Tuesday with Radioactive. I mean, nobody else really does it to me. I think on Red 96 we have the most sound systems there, grouped up, you know, and we always push it. And to answer your question, I really don't know why. I really don't know, because it's either one thing or the other. I really can't answer that question, to be honest, because we try. What to try again? That should be the question. What to try again? But I must say,
Who wants to take a try?
But just now, I must say, if the people who was afraid of being a clash DJ, or afraid to participate in a clash, or used to say clash is nonsense, I hope they was taking good heed of what was taking place worldwide, with not only Jamaicans, Trinidadians, the regional islands, Leewards, wherever the case may be. Americans was doing it big time, and they do not know no sound system culture from let me say they live in it. They might be just like our old school soca artists. Yeah, we know about it, but wherever, but they taking part in something, you know. And it is a vibe, boy. Yes, boy, that's nice, boy. You know, we look how the world responding to this. They ain't responding to a regular show that you're gonna do, that you're gonna give them their custom giving. You're giving them a different form of entertainment, and the whole world is not to just say it's just anybody. It's the whole world. So why we can't show that same love right here when we're doing something? You go on a platform that you don't know nobody. They don't even support your culture. But as soon as they do it, oh, the tags, this, yes, tomorrow night thing. But somebody doing something locally right here. Crickets. So again, I don't know what to do again. I can't.
Fool, like you have something to say.
Not really on that topic.
Ozzy?
To me, I think we kind of dwell too much on negative things. You understand? So instead of trying to we often try to put down somebody or put down an event or show what went wrong or what went bad. And to me, I mean, I too old for this. Who doing what and why they doing that, and just if you love the clash industry, do it for the clash industry. Don't do it to say, well, I do this and I did that, and I think the clash industry is not one person; it's a collective, group of people, and I think it have a lot of songs, groups worldwide. So it goes more than just Trinidad. It goes beyond regional, international. So to me, if everybody just put aside wherever they have, and just come and work together, because everybody has certain advantages and links that they could help each other with. But it's up to them if they want to help each other. So if it is people not helping each other, then
So
people
I'm
never
glad you
go
say
forward.
that. Fuzzy, I'm glad you say that, because when you look at Antigua, right, for example, Antigua, the clash industry is very big across there, right? And if you take a close look, all these songs have united, they pull together their resources, and they make things happen. Do you think that is lacking in Trinidad and Tobago?
Definitely.
Well, as Pooh says, divas.
And then I don't think it should compare Antigua to Trinidad.
Correct.
Because Antigua's Prime Minister, Gaston Brown, is a song clash man.
The world boss.
That is the world boss in the clash world. Now, in comparison to our beloved Prime Minister, you think he will be interested in song clash in Trinidad?
I think it has a lot of reasons. As you mentioned, Antigua. For one, to me, Antigua is U.S. currency. So, one, they're really based on tourism. We've been there more than once. Tourism. So, being a smart prime minister, obviously, I'm not saying clash is part of the tourism culture, but I think Antigua is also easier accessible to the world than us, because a flight to come to Trinidad, you would swear you're going to Dubai from right here.
Correct.
And it's hard to be doing constant events. And again, if a promoter is making $1,000 US per month, let me say a salary to put towards a clash, we know we're not making that. We had to get the currency, we pay him top dollar for it, and then try to make money on top of that. So it's a lot of factors.
All right. Louis, you have anything to add?
We argued that once. We ran for 30. Somebody else did know. But I think it has to be modernized. Like how cricket went from test matches to 2020. We had to get a spark like that to really get back song clash like how it was back in the day and excite people. People will see it and be interested, or based on who train it, they will support it. Same thing with stuff. And that unity, I don't know what. The funny thing is, it's unity on two different sides. So it have one side unified against the next side unified now.
Yeah, correct. They unified against each other.
Somebody will figure out the formula just now.
You see, unity is an easy word that everyone loves to use. Unity. United we stand, divided we fall. But it's all these fractions within a small niche. Now, if you really take the measurement of the song clash fans that are in Trinidad,
it's a niche market.
Right? It's a small niche, right? So when you break up into other fractions, right? It don't work out, and everybody had their own personal gain, and I just find it's bullshit. I feel about it. I'm going to refuse any other interview that asking questions about sponsorship issues with DJs. It's a worldwide fucking thing, and Trinidadians is natural born divas, right? And they be real here. To the borderline hen. That's how I play it. Some things are just, you can't come into a rough sport and not expect to get comfortable. Come on. Plenty of these people are people who do not make it in the Song Clash world in the last generation, and they still can't make it in this new generation that we are in right now. So let's clash.
The thing is, people and some afraid to lose too. Remember, at the end of the day, you can't win every clash, right? And every clash you take is a learning experience, right? So something you may not have seen in your previous clash that you lost, you could work on it and try to better it. But songs is afraid. You just think if they lose, that's it. No, I mean, the clashes are clash. It's like any sport. Must have a loser, must have a winner. But any day, we're friends at the end of the day. On the battlefield, that's where everything stays.
I think the DJs in Trinidad and Tobago lack that maturity. I see it personally because I had going to DJs to ask them to assist with certain things, but everything is feelings according to food. The always is a set of static and a set of problems, and that is one of the main issues we face. We face in the industry. We need to work together to iron out certain things to move forward. You understand?
Well, at the end of the day, if it not working out, and not move on. That's
Correct.
all. Just move on, because you see the thing about it is you're trying to work something that's unworkable, right? So therefore that makes no sense. So just move on, and by moving on, you're just being positive and making it and working with you to grow the industry. That's all.
So you'll use the same set of DJs over and over and over to do events?
That's the reality of it.
But if it's working for you, why stop? When you really think about it, if I change up my pass and then the patrons, the fans, are who the one I more will consider. If they tell me this man is dog shit, why are you bringing him back? Or they have no vibes. By the end of the day, the promoter paying some men. So whether they win, they lose, they already got paid. All they have their job as a songman is to come out to the event, put your best foot forward, but most importantly, entertain the people. No matter what, in a party, I would say clash. If I'm not being entertained, I'm not even drinking, and I'm going by the bar. I'm going outside and have a smoke, and then drive out. Or wait till the clash ends, and I'm at the end of the clash. Because you're boring. And then you could just work on the craft and just stop talking and stay up, and then you're coming out there now. Is white mouth in the crowd. Because your whole stuff is just dry. Understand? But outside of that, that's why there's get vexed when local promoters focus on bringing in foreign songs. They always have a problem with that. So they would come and tell you, so you pay X for the foreign song, you could use 3 locals down here. You know what I asked them? Which 3? Tell me which 3? That will bring out the same crowd as the one foreign song. They can't answer. But most times they're asking because they want you to book them. But as Fuzzy said earlier, I book in and you can't bring 5 people to my show. But I'm paying you in thousands of dollars. And I have a saying, you can only rob me once. So I pay you thousands of dollars to come to this event. You can't bring 5 people. And then on top of that, the most expensive one is usually the worst in the clash in Trinidad. From a promoter point of view. The most expensive man is usually the shitter. Just like in football, the man who have all the new gears, your new pads, socks, best boots. But you came trap. What you doing here? And I said, just stop the shit from the goat. If you ask a man, hey, I want to do this event, what is your price? It's not working in your budget? Have a nice day.
Simple man.
I said,
Good thing I bring 5 people to the primal, yeah?
Bobby, like, you have something to say?
No, and you ask me a question first.
Hey, Bobby, you have something to say?
No, I answer first. It's nothing to add or interject there. As people is all of a sudden, everybody just turn against me. I don't understand. I've tried to say on numerous occasions. This is going to be the 13th year we're doing this. I get relics. Why people just fail to realize I get relics. I get relics in my time. So what's the problem with me now? Taking my time and learning, and that is what we try to do. I could safely say every class we have done, we have performed better and better and better and better. We stopped depending on certain things. We was a song bring entertainment value via gimmicks. We was a song used to bring entertainment value via custom. It had about 3 or 4 clashes in a row. We didn't use either or. I would come out in a plain black jersey. Nah. The last one we did, obviously, we see them now. We come with all 3 in 1 because it's been a while we haven't used them. And that was a team generated decision. But again, like who said, just come out and entertain people. I mean, for you to come and not entertain people, obviously they will vote you out, they will boo you, they will next song, whatever the case may be, because entertainer, right? But if somebody's can't wait for your round to start, that it may even bring something again and come forth with maybe something better than the round before, you will stay in a clash. You might have a chance to win, or you might just leave home not winning, but you gain some new fans. People going to mention you and talk about you. And that is just the sport in it. What you want to add, Keston? What is your take on it?
Yeah, let me start asking Keston some questions. Yeah, answer that first one there.
Yeah. I don't want to comment on that. I really don't want to comment on that. Because, no, let me tell you why I don't want to comment. Well, I just find dealing with some of these people very difficult, very, very difficult. And that is why I kind of changed my approach to things. And I think I recently had a conversation on all with Bobby. I looking more to the outside now. The outside with things, Looking more broad, because it's a kind of crab in barrel syndrome. People fighting and it's not getting anywhere.
You're saying crab in a barrel. I see half of them still in the man, yes? Crab in a barrel. You ever catch your crab to put it in the barrel, no?
And for what?
Yeah.
Fighting.
It have no money in Song Clash in Trinidad and Tobago. Let be real here.
This is how
at the end of the day,
Lou is not that,
And at the end of the day, no song man is not in the world can make back the money they invest in dubs. None. No song man.
At the end of the day, everybody wants to be number one. They want to be the king. The one when people look on the outside, this is the big song in Trinidad. That is the Pips majority of the songs fighting for, and some of them going about it the wrong way. They're going about it schemish. They're not earning the title. You understand? It's our people calling themselves number one. I being real. It's our people calling themselves number one. How much clashes they did?
No, yes, and I don't have a problem with a man calling himself number one. You can call yourself whatever, because I self-proclaim. It's what the people rate you as. So if you're telling yourself you're number one and the people not asking for the number one song, then there you have it. You are not the number one song. But outside of that, it's just self-gain. Understand who looking better than who? You know, any clash game in this small niche that have nothing in it of substantial value. Right? Outside prior to COVID, it was soca had the biggest numbers, followed by concerts, followed by the boat rides. At no point in time, a clash event would be the top 3 most attended event in Trinidad during any year period. But only because of 2020, it was the most viewed entertainment section, because the whole world just sort of focused on clash because of certain individuals who had a media standing that decided to do it.
No,
And everybody
because
was propelled, and as Bobby said, kudos to those who picked up on it and ran with it. You know, just a different part of your craft now. But outside of that, what are we going to do next? And what is Future Song Movement role in what's happening next? Because outside of these interviews, all well and good. I was selling you guys here when you were offline. To me, it makes no sense doing any more interviews that are discussing stuff in Trinidad. It's not this year we're discussing this. And I'm sure it had many discussion before our time. Why are we continuing asking and debating the same things? Because this soca issue with Trinidad and artists and soca plates is going on since we going to school. Right? All of us are big men now. In a few years, some of us may turn out to be grandfathers.
Yeah.
Think about a few years, 10 years is only a few years enough. I'm sure all of us are
Let me tell you this.
at least a 10-year-old child.
I tend to disagree.
Huh?
I tend to disagree. Here why?
Disagree with what?
Let me tell you why. Fuzzy could testify to this.
I forget my charger, so my phone might die. I'll leave it in the studio there, right?
I don't think we are long again.
All right.
But just say.
No, we don't have long again.
Yeah. All right. Go ahead, Custom.
All right. All right. Let me tell you this. Fuzzy could tell you this, right? After the first sit down, some things were discussed.
All right.
Being an admin on Twitter.
Freeze out.
You
freeze up there.
It come back?
Yeah.
Right. We've been working up behind the scenes on our part, doing certain things and making certain things happening, right? And I could tell you, and Fuzzy could tell you as well, we're doing a lot of things in the background. One of the events we have coming up, and I think you all should know about that, is the 45 Clash. And after that, we have some online clashes coming up. So it's not, we trying on our ends to make things happen in our little capacity. So it's not to say, it's just that, because look like today, we could take things from today. It must have something from today we could take and add and bring value to what we are currently doing. And you all are in the equipment, and I'm sure you all could see some level of progress in what we're trying to do. True or false?
True.
You all could see some level of improvement in things we are trying to do. True or false?
True.
Yeah.
Right. So it's not to say is that things are happening, and you will see for yourself. And Fuzzy, you could say your piece on it as well.
Well, I mean, at the end of the day, to me, it's all about long-term goals now. We have to ensure that right now, yeah, we're keeping it steady, but we always have to make sure that we always have our ultimate goal at the end, next 5-10 years, where we want to be in terms of the industry. So, I mean, yeah, we're doing things in behind the scenes, but we have to maintain, the work that we're doing. And I mean, at the end of the day, everybody plays a factor, promoters, songs, everybody. So, we just have to make sure that we, for the industry together, You know, and I always say my line is work with you.
What I miss the what they get quiet anyway.
So let us look to wrap up.
Oh.
When if you hear me. Bobby, you hear me?
I hear so let us look to wrap up, yeah. I went looking for a charger, no, sorry.
Hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah. What I say now, you have any closing comments? As we looking to wrap up. You have any closing comments? You want to say anything before we wrap up?
Closing comments. Let me go last now, or second to last. Think about it now.
Yeah.
Battery dying, you gotta go first.
Yeah.
Lane setting me up on right track, Bobby saying. I got to show you know, Bobby saying.
Oh gosh.
Closing comments. Boy, I just happy to be here. I just happy to be a part of Trinidad and Tobago song culture. Respect everybody on the panel here because everybody here is part of putting in the work. And we appreciate it.
You want sweat.
Yeah, boy. Yeah. So
All right.
big up to everybody who online take and enjoy the views and probably had some of their own views. Who could grab from it, who could learn from it. Who want to say what they have to say, let them say what they have to say until you show us some action and you want to be a part of going forward, then we'll appreciate you. If not, then wash your mother cunt. That is basically it.
Yeah.
We all about action from now on. 20.
All right,
thanks
for
action.
Yes.
If you're not
yes.
about it, we have no time. We have
Yes.
no time to waste because tomorrow
I agree with you
I could come
totally.
and get COVID, God forbid, and I could
agree with you.
guys here and Bobby. But if you're not about action and you're about games, I'm looking for our next red woman. You know, move along.
All right, Bobby, thanks for taking your time.
Stand love.
Thanks for being on the show. Yeah, take care. Lou, you have anything to say in closing?
Nothing much really, just peace and guidance to everybody. Let's see what 2021 brings. Hope everybody stays safe. Come up with some creative clashes. And yeah, we see where we're going.
All right. Thanks for taking your time and being here with us today. We appreciate it and we call on you anytime you fit here for assistance.
Yeah, I always around, man. I don't know, see. God's way. Yeah, man.
All right. Fu, let me hear your closing comment.
Well, respect and manners to everyone who's viewing Future Song Movement. Another opportunity to highlight some issues. Outside of that, everybody keeps family first, song man after. All right?
Yeah. Fuzzy.
Yeah, man.
I hear you.
Yeah, well, you know, just everybody on the live, you know, just, you know, good night and, you know, keep safe and, you know, just, you know, continue all these songs out there, just continue adding value to industry, you know, and, you know, forward movement. And that's it, basically.
All right. How you find the sit-down one?
Yeah, it was good, man. I mean, at the end of the day, you know, to me, the issues will always be there. You know, they'll always have two types of people, one who bring it down, the one who uplift you. So we just have to go the one who uplift you and, you know, just leave the ones who bringing it down, you know, behind and just have to push, as Bobby say, action.
And as they say action, I want us to talk about our brother William event coming up, Chosen Ones. Talk about it now, what mastermind
Well, yeah,
started to play.
look in the back there, you know, kind of endorsing event March 19th. You know, Chosen Ones anniversary.
March 19th, look out Trinidad and Tobago, an extension the rest of the world. Mastermind songs will be there.
Yeah, a big card for us, Tech 9, yeah, you know, I try to shell every time, you know, always try to be different, unique, you know, and, you know, at the end of the day, I respect every song, and always try to help every song and the industry itself, so, you know.
All right. Okay, well, that is it. Thanks for everybody who viewed us tonight. We appreciate it. Any views, any comments, any feedback you all could give us to help us improve on the art form will be deeply appreciated as we look forward to your continuous support. Thank you as we meet up again. Good night. Yeah.
Son of it watch it time. Bobby say a son of it watch it blood clot time. A son of it watch it time. Bobby say a son of it watch it blood clot time. Them say me just a come, them say them they a long time. Them a big dinosaur, but me they in a me prime. Them don't have no blueprint, them have no design. When me a bust me up, it's like me blow carbine. He go so back up. Send them home time. Them say them sound fresh, but them sour like lime. When it's reach one, fi one, them round they a drink wine. So next year me murder them one more time. So boy a fi dead watch it time. The box boy a fi dead watch it blood clot time. The manager fi dead watch it time. The selector fi dead watch it blood clot time. Jump on dead like a John Crow. For the land me na business if a friend or foe. You say you bad, then step on me foot. Me show you say you not bad like me big toe. Them a beginner, this is for the pro. Sound boy drop down like a Giovanni Pandilan, this a no go-go. Sound boy get box like them in a dojo. The dancer got done watch it time. When me say the dancer got done watch it blood clot time. Promoter, give me more time. Tell the officer, them to give me more time. Them
what up, you know, it's well and what rapping. Make it happen. Tell them I apply, come bitch, I must be clapping them. Well, who boots them up, must be forgotten them. Run 97, take boots in our pee again. This time me fans now beg me to stop again. Give me clap, give me that, me knocky again. Mass up shot, now got shot, city lock again. Like a rat, them drop on a trap, them get flap again. Bout what up, gone big one on me track again. If me no shit is flying off, nothing fi pitch pan. Send ya your father, then after eat your switch pan. You is a ruffle, use a jacket, tell me which one. Me know your pack and none of me picnic, them no kiss man.
Never wonder how we do this and go with action and go. Preach up profits but as me locks get longer. Them heart it a twist, no spread no propaganda cause them can't stop. I know the world and them a ponder how we do this and go with action and go. Preach up profits but as me locks get longer. Heart it a twist, no spread no propaganda cause them can't stop this. Just say no one.
Well, I guess the years for your friend. Well, this is the Buju Banton years exactly what happened. Not a mercy. Mercy. People, you call me in, spread the rumor, I'm a vigilante. Can't stand no mix up with CIA. Close the station, no information, I suspect foul play. Rude boy, no with no CIA. I was a 45, not an AK. Them have the shells in the courthouse on display. Me sing a testify, me sing a Allah, no way. I had me live, I had God. Me every day, the judge just sing dancing. No, don't you wait another day. Have me life and all me movements under every survey. Throughout the court session, if you watch where me say, yes, you run and go, yes, you run, have a good day. Charge me your money and the fine of the pay. Arrest me who in a penitentiary. So no call me in the spread no rumor, I'm a vigilante. Cancer no mix up with CIA. Close the station, no information, I suspect foul play. Rude boy no mix up with no CIA. They in a detention, but never did a journey. work. Never did a study, no informer work. All I want to do was the case and then splurge. It's a year Jamaican, then touch back me turf. Them never hold me in a foreign fit thieving. Them never hold but you feel no shoplifting. Like this, the program and debate and disagree with him. It's the mercy of the Almighty save him. So no coming in, no spread no rumor. I'm a vigilante. Can't stand no mix up with CI. Close up the station, no information. I suspect foul play. Who boy no mingle with no.
Here I am, playing with those trumpet sounds again. And just when they thought dogs would set them free.
Alien Selassie lives and reigns in the dark of all flesh. Some boy knows I we're not afraid of people. Yeah, me a rasta or boss, my gun in the wicked them face. But we kill the pagan them anytime in the place. So we killing them more and more, more and more, more and more and more. Killing them more and more, more and more. Just to say
your piece, you heavy and you bright. Your test black diamond, you a go die well. That's how them a go know it and that's how them a go know him a the real champion for life. Hey, your piece, you heavy and you bright. Your test black diamond and then you die well. So them a go know it and that's how them a go know you a the real champion for life.
Oh, them come and them say them bad and them wicked. We take it out and them are some big guns too bad. And if them have one gun to do them candies, black diamond and the two cut and go through. We tell them, come and tell me say them wicked and bad. We take it out and them are some big gun, baby. And if them have one gun to do them candies, black diamond and the two.